Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today is a little bit different. Today we'll just be talking about updates that have taken place across various IRCC programs recently, just to give you an idea of what's happening in the world of Canadian immigration. So today I can start with a couple of updates that came in yesterday, actually. So on Canada's immigration website, they have a webpage devoted just to updates. And if you're interested or curious about Canadian immigration, you can access this webpage just to see which programs are getting updates. So a recent one we had from yesterday regards temporary resident visas, study permits, and work permit applications made outside of Canada. So it's not a major update, but the ministerial instructions, which are basically guidelines to follow to apply, were updated for these types of applications. So this update states that until March 31st, 2023, so about 1 year from now, everyone who applies for a temporary resident visa, TRV, study permit, or work permit outside of Canada must apply online. Electronically. So this means, in other words, that they are not supposed to apply on paper. One big exception to this is for those with disabilities or don't have access, they can still apply by paper. So I think the primary reason for this is to minimize contact between people at the visa offices who have to accept these paper applications. For example, if they're online, they can be processed virtually anywhere.
Okay. And also modernizing the
application
today.
That's
21st century. It was about time, right?
Actually, when I read this, my immediate thought was, this is a temporary special case. Why doesn't this just become permanent?
Yeah, the norm. Yes, I think it would be easier for everybody, for us that are dealing with clients and say, okay, you don't need to send me all your hard copies of documents. You can just scan and send through an email. It's way easier, faster.
Faster.
And certainly,
cost efficient too.
With COVID, it has sort of expedited this necessity to make things digital and online, and we've seen the pilot program to submit PR applications through PNP or sponsorship online, which opened last year. And hopefully those kinds of things can work out and become permanent for online applications.
No, we highly appreciate the initiative to modernize the system. Thank you, RCC.
Yes. So that's just my update. It's a small update, as I said, but it could be important for some people to realize that they do have to apply online if they're outside of Canada. Inside, some paper applications are still allowed.
Okay.
But in general, if you can submit online, you should anyway. So.
Okay.
Great.
Now let's hear what Tom has.
Yeah, unlike Craig, so I don't have such uplifting news today. My news is I just would like to inform people that on April 30th, the government fees for all applications are going to increase. So it's not going to be a huge increase, but certainly it's going to have impact on finances for applicants. So the increase is going to be around $5 for certain applications to $50. So it's not a big increase, but could have an impact. Another update that I can share is not exactly related to, it's not on immigration, but could be related to. It's Statistics Canada has released the numbers and projections for the near future, so next 10 years. And now we have 20 million workers working in Canada. And they are saying that 9 million, so almost half of these workers, are about to going to retirement in the next 10 years, which could disrupt the workforce in Canada, but also opens an opportunity for most immigrants that want to immigrate to Canada and have a job that could be desirable here in this market. So I'm trying to compensate my bad news with the increasing fees with some hope for the near future of workers in Canada.
So Canada is trying to welcome 1 to 1.2 million immigrants for 3 years. So it means if Canada is gonna lose 9 million workers in the next 10 years, Canada's gotta do better job at invite more immigration. Immigrants.
If you make the math, it doesn't add up. So, but those are different offices, so they're not related. But I think they should work together, because what Statistics Canada is seeing, it's not exactly what immigration can provide. So of course you're gonna have our internal market.
The first,
So there's people that was born here, they are about to enter the labor market. But even though I don't think the level of immigration we are doing today is gonna be enough, then probably they will have to increase. So
Okay, so the last news that I prepared is for the EE draw, Express Entry draw, which happened on April 13th. So that was about a week ago, and just like the last, how many months, 7-8 months, it was only for the PNP applicants. And the number of invitations issued on that day was 787, and the cutoff score was 782. In the previous round, the cutoff score was 785, so it is about the same. And I know many applicants are waiting for their invitation, especially those CEC applicants. But we all know the last CEC draw was in September last year, and the Federal Skilled Worker draw was way before, December 2020. So we know IRCC has said they aim to resume CEC draws and Federal Skilled Worker draws this spring. And typically, Canadian spring is from March to May. So we still have a month and a half to see if IRCC is actually going to deliver their word. But again, they still didn't really promise. They didn't make a commitment that they will do it. So we still have to keep an eye on it. In the meantime, I think people who are in Canada, especially on post-graduate work permit, they gotta figure out a way to extend their status if their work permit is near expiration. So they gotta talk to their employer to see if they can sponsor their LMIA or go for PNP.
Do you think there might be a temporary policy that is put into place for, say, post-grad work permit holders to extend their work permits while waiting for an invitation?
Actually, that also something that the immigration minister, Sean Fraser, had said it in one of the interviews. I feel like, those international students, they made a huge investment, schooling here, working, spending their time, and they've been adapted to the Canadian system. And just like the news that Tom shared, Canada is going to be in need of many workers. And I don't think we want to, let them go. And also, this potentially may be a bad, publicity, because out there are many clients or individuals that are considering of immigrating to Canada, the UK, Australia, or United States. And Canada's advantage is they have very generous programs for students, international students. So they study, get work permit, find a job, that natural flow into immigration door. But if we see more of those obstacles for international students, Canada may lose its competitiveness. So I think Canada has to figure out a way to help those international students unless they are going to resume the draw soon.
Yeah.
Definitely, Canada cannot afford to lose more
Yeah.
potential workers. And of course, once IRCC catch up with their own work, they don't need to put those special measures in place.
Yeah.
But maybe, and I'm just saying maybe, IRCC are also suffering for labor shortage.
For sure. So the next draw is sort of expected to be on April 27th because IRCC has been doing like every other week inviting applicants. But looking at the express entry poll information, like there are now over 200,000 candidates in the poll, and actually so many applicants have pretty high score, which means even after IRCC resumes the draw, maybe applicants may have to wait for like 1 or 2 or even 3 draws before they see their invitation. So if your timeline is quite near, I think you gotta figure out a backup plan just in case the draw happens late.
It's like I say, hope for the better and prepare for the worst.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, guys. So that was our update for today, just to give you an idea of what's going on in immigration. Stay tuned for our next episode.
Hi guys, thank you very much for watching the video. If you have any questions, just send us an email in this address here and we're gonna assist you.